Hey everyone, Dream here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another update on how your person is feeling about you. So we have here three piles, pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. For pile number one, we have this Milani lipstick. Pile number two, we have Revlon. And pile number three, we have Floral of Switzerland. So I'll give you guys a moment, see which pile or lipstick you feel most drawn to. And after you're done choosing your pile or lipstick, you can always scroll down to the comment section below or description box to find your timestamp that's going to link you to your personal reading. So without further ado, let's get into this. Hey group 1, if you guys chose this Milani lipstick, then welcome to your reading. So let's get right into this. And this is all about how does your person currently feel about you. So you guys have here the King of Wands in reverse, Three of Swords reversed, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Swords reversed, Four of Cups, Page of Swords reversed, Seven of Swords reversed, and the Hierophant reversed. A lot of reversals so far. But before we get into this, we have here Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and very big on air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But we still have more cards to come, so stick around. This could be you, could be them. So, okay, how does your person feel about you? Well, before I get into what your person feels about you, I do feel that your person is talking about you to other people, friends, whomever. There are words being exchanged here. Now, I'm sensing that your person seems to be either angry or petty or dissatisfied. There's a lot of dissatisfaction here. This whole situation either feels very fresh or it has been something that was very significant to your person that it's almost, despite the Three of Swords here being in reverse, almost hard for them to get over. Now, don't let this Three of Swords in reverse fool you. I do believe that this person has not healed yet. There's a lot of either resentment, anger, possibly blame happening here regarding the situation. They're trying to get over it. And I feel like one way they're trying to get over the situation is by shifting blame here, or, not necessarily just on you, but maybe putting blame on other situations, other circumstances that were surrounding you both, because I'm looking at the Four of Cups here and I see that your person is trying to ignore one specific thing that is really bothering them, that is presenting to them like this is the problem here regarding you and this person, but they're trying to avoid it and more so nitpicking on other things that have happened between you two, whether that be something that they said, did, or lack thereof, and vice versa towards you, or just general things that are surrounding you. With the King of Wands here being in reverse, now the King of Wands usually, especially when in reverse, tends to be talking about their person's own reflections within, like, regarding themselves. So this person may be angry with you, but I feel like deep down what they're trying to ignore is that what they have done, what they have said, or again, lack thereof, what they should have, could have, but they haven't. And so I feel like a part of them, in order to make themselves feel better, they are almost deflecting these the sense of lack, these insecurities, these problems, these the whole should have, could have onto you or other situations in order to kind of ease themselves or ease the pain or ease the hurt or try to make themselves feel better in any type of way. But deep down, I feel like if this person is talking to other people, there are confessions being made here. I feel like people are seeing through your person if they have done something wrong, or if not, I feel like what they are truly feeling towards you, whether they feel a sense of regret or blame towards themselves, I feel like they may be confessing that to people around them. Now, I do believe that your person is not looking at this whole situation between you two as a whole. Like, they're not looking at it at the bigger picture. Again, I do feel that your person is nitpicking this whole situation. They're looking at the details, as opposed to ignoring what is not important and focusing on what is. And so with that, I feel like there's a lot of negative judgment coming either from them, or if they are seeking advice from people around them, I don't think that they're getting the most, positive or sincere advice. If anything, the advice that they're getting is creating more losses than victories, is confusing them more than it is giving them clarity. So that is for those of you who have other people around you or surrounding your person here specifically interfering with your situation. But whether this is a recent thing or not, I do believe that your person is still not over it. They're trying to get over it, but they haven't been able to do so. And so let us clarify this further, as in they haven't moved on. So you guys have here the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So you have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and upright. You have the 10 of Swords, you have the 5 of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, when I said that your person is definitely confused, there's a lot of mental blockages here, things that they're either not seeing, things that they are ignoring, therefore creating a lot of like more conflict than good. And I feel like for a lot, like for some of you, this may be the people around them, the influence, like the person that is influencing your person, maybe creating more good than harm. And again, I'm looking at these and I see looking back, somebody who's not completely over this. When I said that, whatever has, listen, looking at this whole situation, I don't think that this is for those of you who are thinking or talking about somebody you have a crush on or somebody you went on like 2 dates with. No, I feel like whatever is happening here runs deeper than that. This is either time or energy invested, years. For some of you, this could be talking about a recent divorce or maybe marriage that is facing some trouble. So this is serious here. And with that being said, I do believe that it's very hard for your person to let that go. Almost in a way sensing here that letting you go has created a lot of imbalance in your person's life, and with that comes a lot of dissatisfaction, and with that comes a lot of anger, resentment, putting blame either on the situation, you or themselves here specifically, like them putting some blame on themselves and looking within is definitely a thing, but they're also so hurt by whatever has been happening that they're trying to shift that blame elsewhere because they're having a hard time almost here dealing with it. They really feel beat down. They feel like whatever happened between you two is done and over, and they almost feel like it's not going to come back. And so to almost ease the pain or make themselves feel better, they're deflecting whatever happened or whatever they have done onto something or you or someone else. So I believe that this person is currently trying to stay strong, trying to hold their ground, trying to be, they may appear on the outside as very harsh, very bold, but I feel like deep down within, it's all stemming from hurt and pain and imbalance that almost hit them either as a shock or something that they did not predict happening. So yeah, I want to get more about your situation. So I don't know whether to call these symbols or charms, but we'll see what we get here. Okay, I want to get almost 2 more. See what we get here. Or 3. Okay, so we have here. Yep. Okay, so with the sword here, this makes me think of the Queen of Swords and the 10 of Swords, somebody that either feels cut off, feels almost betrayed, and that feeling of being beat down, stabbed, and hurt. With this, I don't know what to call this, but it resembles sacrifice, or what do you call these chambers that they sacrifice things on? But like, I don't know, whatever it's called, I do believe that they believe that there has been sacrifices that happened here. I do believe that this person thinks about you so much. Like, first of all, their heart still beats for you. Whatever happened here, when I said earlier that it feels very significant to your person, whether it has been a long time or not, they still haven't been able to get over it, and they're still trying to deal with it, heal from it, and resolve it as an overall. But so far I feel like their heart is still with you, their heart is still beating for you, and I feel like, as much, when I said earlier that your person thinks about you a lot, this talks about having emotional downloads, like whatever has happened is not over when it comes to them. They're still feeling that pain, they're still feeling again anger, resentment. Some of it may stem out of them feeling like at one point they had something really good happening with you with the 10 of Pentacles upright, but it all came tumbling down, and that was not easy for them to take. And this whole situation is really taking its time with your person here. You feel like there is a definitely very slow movement. And then we have here this crown chakra. So if you remember here with Ace of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords, you have the, like, all the swords here talking about that, talking about your person's mentality. With this, I feel like it's more so the crown chakra seems very closed because your person is coming off as very stubborn, lacking awareness, rather than looking at the situation as a whole. They're kind of nitpicking and being a bit either narrow-minded almost here, for lack of better words, but it definitely feels closed. There seems to be a lot of confusion coming from their part. I feel like your person at the end of the day has a lot of wishes regarding the whole situation between you two, but they're not have it happening. They're really taking their time, and they're hopeful mostly to feel better about the whole situation between you two, to heal the pain that they're going through here, to heal the wounds. But so far, I do believe that your person is not completely over it, and I feel like with the loss of you came the loss of a lot of, other things or situations in your person's own personal life. So finally here, I do have some messages for you guys, pre-shuffled messages. So let's see what we get here. And you guys have here, I would rather argue with you than kiss someone else. So yeah, I do believe that this, I feel like, more so talks about your person's inability to move forward yet, that like they're still hung up on whatever has happened between you two. I left you before you could leave me, so I'll leave that up to you. For those of you who left your person, they may have that understanding that you had a sense that they were going to leave you, so you left them before they could leave you. And if they left you, they had a feeling that you were going to leave them. So take it however it resonates for you guys. I miss the feel of you next to me. So yeah, again, talking about somebody who's not over what has happened. I'm afraid to take that next step right now. So that may be talking about, moving towards you, communicating with you, because I feel like that at the end of the day would be so much better, because with the anger that they're having, that stubbornness, the closed whole crown chakra that I'm getting here, this would not be the best thing to do. So it may be for the best to keep their distance, to take time and really recoup and think about this whole situation. I want you back. Okay, so that could be for some of you out there. It's really hard for me to open up. Yep, talking about the inability to communicate, not knowing what to say. I miss the feel of you next to me. Wow, this is interesting. I did not know that I had two of the same card here. And it also appeared twice in this. So this must, mean something for you guys. Them missing you, them not being over you, them not being able to move forward. I keep checking on you to see what you've been up to. So yeah, I do see a lot of looking back in this reading. I care too much about, or not only looking back, but like curious regarding what you're thinking, what's going on with you. If I'm mad, if I'm angry, if I'm not okay with what has happened, are you? So I do feel that there is curiosity revolving around that, or around you specifically. I care too much about what others think right now. That's for those of you who your person is talking to. So if they're talking to people around them, I feel like this reminds me of like when you break up with someone or something does not go well, and so you go talking either shit or saying whatever has happened between you two, and now going back to that person, you almost feel stupid in front of the people that you have, complained to regarding your person, if that makes sense. It's like when you talk about somebody and now you're embarrassed because you said either so much shit, or it's not necessarily that you said so much shit. You talked about what this person did to you, and now you almost look stupid. So there's something regarding like what other people care, like what think about your whole situation. Like I said, I did sense that your person may be talking about this, that there has been involvement from other people surrounding this. So I feel like I'm talking too much, but you get the point. I replay our conversations over and over. So I feel like a major theme here regarding your whole situation, group one, is that this person is still not over what has happened between you two, replaying a lot of conversations, thinking about it, trying to feel better, but I feel like they're not there yet. They haven't healed, they haven't moved on, and there's yet a lot to discover or talk about, or is still seeking clarity, or still trying to find their balance regarding after everything that went down between you two. So that is all for you, group one. Let me know how you guys felt about this reading. If it resonated, if you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that thumbs up. I'd love to hear from you down below. And if you want to see more videos like this, you can always subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hey group one, if you guys chose this Revlon lipstick, then welcome to your reading. So this is all about how does your person currently feel about you. So you guys have here the Queen of Pentacles reversed, you have the Three of Cups reversed, Queen of Cups, King of Swords reversed, Judgment reversed, the Sun, Page of Cups, and Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, so so this is pretty straightforward. Emotion wise, this person knows what they want from you, how they feel towards you, and I do believe that this person misses you right here. They still care about you, they still very much have feelings for you, but I don't know if this was something of the past or this was something they just realized. Like, these emotions that they have towards you, they have either just realized that, or they've always had that, but sometime in the past I feel like they had other priorities, as in they prioritize others before you, or I want to say in this specific situation before themselves, because with the Queen of Pentacles here being in reverse, this is more so I'm focused on giving rather than focusing on oneself. I'm more focused on pleasing others, surroundings, other priorities in my life, or going after other things rather than focusing on myself, my needs, my wants. And that would be, going after you or making something happen with you. So deep down, I do believe that this person had dreams, visions towards what they wanted from you or out of this whole relationship, but something about this did not happen or did not come into fruition due to other issues that were revolving around your person's personal life. With that being said, I feel like they haven't given themselves the time to focus on oneself or one's need. I do believe that your person has big plans, big dreams for themselves. There are things that in their life that they want to achieve, they want to have. There's something about them that tells me that, I'm not saying, like, I think for the most part that your person is happy, but goal wise, I do believe that they think that they're very much behind. This person feels like they would come into your life almost empty here, not having anything to offer, anything to give. I do believe that I'm looking at somebody who's somewhat strict regarding they're thought-wise, they're very strict. This would not be the type of person that just goes with the flow. Say, for example, here, a relationship comes before money, before having a personal life, as in having your own friends, having your own life. If a relationship, if a relationship comes before that, you would go with the flow. I'll jump into the relationship and maybe the career, the money, the person, my own life will come next. The way this person is looking at this, I feel like they're more so focused on, like, I need to, get my finances in check. I need to, say, please my family. I need to have a career, and maybe getting into a relationship at this moment in time is not going to work out because a relationship requires a lot of time and energy. So they feel like they would be incapable of balancing the whole situation and therefore creating more chaos than balance. Initially, I do not believe that this person, like, if they had the choice, they would have not chosen. No, actually, I do believe that this person had the choice, but they chose to walk away, due to their thought process. I will say this would be, it's the way that they calculated how things would play out between you and them, and the way they thought about it is that things are not going to work out, and that they had to go about it a certain way. And so I feel like at the end of the day, they chose to prioritize, to put something else before, not necessarily you. It doesn't have to be that serious, as in this person thought that, like, they had to have certain things to kind of happen in their life in order to either impress you or feel good about themselves, because I feel like there's something about this that makes me feel like this person would have a sense of lack coming forward to you. They would not have anything to offer. They would not have anything to bring into the table. And I don't see this person the type to be very dependent on, the person, on their significant other. This is not something they would feel good about. So I feel like more so than it is about you, it's about your person's own thoughts within about themselves, their own needs, what they're lacking, what they don't have, and they may have some way somehow projected that onto you, or may have made you feel like you are unwanted, or they're not that serious about you. Well, when I do believe that deep down this person does miss you. They do care about you, but the way they're presenting themselves on the outside is seeming a bit like careless. I don't care, I'm not thinking about you. And that's all stemming from that feeling of lack, feeling like I need to be more than, feeling the need to focus on myself, as in they did not have time to focus on oneself until now. So let us clarify further. And you guys have here, you have the Star, you have the Ten of Cups, you have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups reversed and the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups twice. Very interesting. So I don't have to tell you this, you guys. When it comes to emotions, this again, I do believe that this person knows how they feel towards you, and they do have feelings. They do care. They do miss you, I will say here, but they will not do anything about it. This person is almost intentionally holding back, because I feel like somewhere in their head they do believe that they would be creating more chaos than good. So they're holding on to these feelings. They're not letting them out, because like I feel like thought process, this person would be the difficult type to understand. You wouldn't know how they think. They wouldn't know, like you wouldn't understand why they do certain things or why they go about them a certain way. So I do believe that this person would be the type to leave you confused. Like, what do you want? What do you think? What do you do? Like, you're implying one thing but you're doing another. You're saying one thing but your actions are not aligning. And I feel like for the most part this person would have a hard time communicating that to you, or revealing their inner like true emotions, true feelings to you. And so you're maybe sitting in a place of confusion, but best believe that beneath all of that there is a lot of I don't want to say love, because like it's strong here. I don't know what type of situation you have with this person, but like their emotions run very deep. And I do believe that this person looks at you as a source of, like, you emotionally fulfill them. They see something with you. You bring them a lot of joy. You bring them a lot of happiness. And moving on to the future, they do believe that that is something that they want, but they're having a hard time kind of reuniting that. But I do believe that your person is still hopeful that, despite everything here seems that it's opposing them or it's against them, whatever it is that they're hoping for, they're going after, they're trying to manifest into their life, whether that be finances, their own like friendship, whatever it is that they feel like they're lacking. They're very much hopeful that it is going to happen, that they are working on it. They just need, I will say here, a bit of time to completely or entirely focus on oneself, because like emotionally they may be currently ready, but they're stopping themselves in order to focus on other things in their life, because I don't think that this person would be able to balance both, like emotional and say work life, or whatever it is that they feel lack in. On top of all of that, your person could be here, like we have a lot of air, specifically could be Aquarius, and it's very big on water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That aside, we also have earth and fire, but yeah, for the most part I will say air and water. So that could be you, could be them. I'll leave that up to you. So I want to get more or learn more about this whole situation between you and your person, and I don't know what to call these, charms, symbols, but we'll see what we get further. Okay. You guys, I cannot be making this up. Look, you have the root chakra. This is all about physical identity. This is about your stability. This is about your health, your finances, grounding yourself, finding your own, two feet. Where do you stand? Where do have? And I feel like for the longest time, this is something that your person has been missing. But now I feel like with the arm breaking free, I feel like for the longest time, your person felt like they were entrapped in a situation that was out of their control. They were forced to do something. They were for the longest time, being been stuck in maybe pleasing others, focusing on others, giving rather than focusing on oneself. And this kind of represents that freedom, detachment from these, from like their surroundings, and more so focusing on oneself. Now, I will say here, this is a pen. This is not a pencil. And with a pen, you find that it has a lasting impact, as in, I feel like that would be you. You have had that lasting impact on your person. With this calendar here, I do believe that you are still on this person's timeline, that they are, arranging, their life around you, as in like you're still on their timeline. You're not like, if you think that this person has, forgotten about you or has moved on, despite them looking very detached and cold on the outside, your person may feel that there is distance between you two. They may feel estranged from you. They may feel that for the longest time you have been very, not only distant but maybe out of contact, that coming back to you would be awkward, or seeing you after a long time would be awkward. But I do believe that this person still has you on mind. I see them thinking about you possibly here before they go to sleep, or they may be dreaming about you. Now with the water here, these drops, a lot of times these drops remind me of rivers and oceans, and in a way these can represent obstacles, things that are in a way. But other than that, they are talking about, water drops also represent cleansing, as in there are things in their life that need to be cleansed, taken care of. When I said at the beginning here, these priorities that they have that they need to get rid of, I feel like for the most part, like this time, if you have been apart, they may have been trying to focus on that, to resolve that. But in the meantime, I feel like your person has taken, is at a point where they've decided to focus on themselves, to focus on their own needs, and to focus on their own dreams, on their own plans, and try to make that reality, write their own future here. And this kind of represents a strong, I do believe that you and this person have a very strong foundation. Maybe emotionally you're very connected. And so like I truly believe that this person still has you in mind. They're still thinking about you. I do believe that the reality may show something different, but they're very more so deciding to focus on themselves. And I feel like that in a way kind of progresses their way to you, or shortens that time, or going about one's own journey and finances, and focusing on oneself is just that step that they need right now to bring them closer to you, that without they feel maybe a lack of confidence, or they wouldn't want to come forward feeling insecure, feeling lack, having nothing to talk about, having nothing to give. And maybe you don't know, maybe they see you as better than that, or maybe deserving than that, more deserving than that, or maybe you have more to give than they do. And so there's something about this person that seems to have a lot of pride. And again, this they seem very calculated. They seem like they want things to go a certain way, and if they don't, I don't think that this person would take a step or approach you in any way until they feel like they are ready. Emotionally, I do believe that they are, but everything else surrounding that, their physical identity, whatever personal issues they have in their life, I feel like they're currently working on that, but they're not there yet. So that is that. I do have some pre-shuffled messages for you guys here. So let's see what your person would want to say to you. And you have, would you give me the chance to make things right between us? So I do believe that sometime in the past, your person, like I said earlier, may have confused you, maybe you have been friend zoned, or maybe you have been friends for quite some time, but the longer they haven't come forward, the more awkward maybe it made the whole situation. And so they would like the chance to make things right between you two, because like their thought process in the past seems to be different from what it is now. So they're definitely on a whole, like I feel like I'm looking at somebody who would, come back into your life completely different. Next, you have I'm still not over us. So that is that. I'm sorry I couldn't follow through with my promises. Okay. I feel like I'll leave that up to you, because like you would know what that is more about. I keep checking on you to see what you've been up to. So there you go. That I feel like is more attached to them missing you and checking up on you and seeing where you're at, because like so far they don't seem ready, so they want to see where you're at in comparison to them. Next, you have I'm still haunted by my actions, past actions possibly here, what they've done. They're regretting that, and now they're more focused on correcting that. We have so much in common. Yeah. I feel a special bond with you that I've never felt before. And maybe that's why they have these strong feelings for you, but they may not be showing it. They may not be talking about it. They may be keeping it to themselves and trying to focus on making other things in order to balance or come into balance with you, or be at the same level, or whatever it is that they feel lacking here. I keep telling myself it's not over. So I'm still not over us. I keep telling myself it's not over. Maybe it has been taking longer than they expected, and now they're starting to feel pressure or fear that you have moved on, that you have, like, they're gonna lose you the more this goes on. Next, you have I am absolutely in love with you. There you go, because like we have the Queen of Cups here twice, you have the Page of Cups here twice talking. There's like definitely a lot of emotion here. If your person is not a water sign, or it could be both. It all comes down to timing. There you go, 100%, because you do have Judgment here. We did have the calendar here. So there you go, group 2. Let me know how you guys felt about this reading, if it resonated, if you enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, you can always subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hey, group 3, if you guys chose this Floral from Off Switzerland lipstick, then welcome to your reading. So let's get right into this. And this is all about how does your person currently feel about you. So you guys have here the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Hanged Man. You have Page of Wands, Eight of Swords in reverse, Nine of Swords, and Two of Cups, Seven of Cups reversed, and Death in reverse. Okay, so let's get into this. Okay, group 3. Your person definitely, I will say, thinks about you a lot. You have a lot of thinking cards here. The Hanged Man, Seven of Cups, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Yeah, and then you have here possibly with Death, attachment, but more so with Death, I'm getting the feeling here that there are things that happen between you two that got way out of hand. Circumstances that were not intended, changes that were not intended. They just sort of happened due to either like the universe, life, or goes back to your person's actions. Because I will say, I'm looking at these cards here and I see somebody who woke up to reality, or some sort of reality. They were hit with reality, a sudden knowing, a sudden realization, and now they're almost filled with sadness or regret. I do believe that this person misses you a lot. They may think about you a lot. With the Nine of Swords, you probably hear this a lot, that this person possibly thinks about you, or sometimes have a hard time sleeping due to things that happened with you, or they've done to you, or themselves have done. Like their own actions are keeping them awake. Their thoughts towards you, what has happened, and that these thoughts may be filled with regrets, a lot of things that would make them feel sad. And at the end of the day, I feel like they want to get out of this. And a part of this makes me feel that this person feels like what they feel towards you, they're going through alone, as in you don't feel the same way about them. Maybe in their head you have already, moved on. You're on the direction to finding somebody else, while they're here almost having a late awakening to the realization that you may be the one for them, that they haven't found any other connection like you, or they may not find any other connection like you. So they're very much still hung up on it. I feel like, if not in the past, this person maybe it was a time when you were with them, or it could be something they have tried to do after you guys drifted apart, or you went your separate ways, as I can see here, that this person has tried to move forward, has tried to find other people, maybe go out, date, see others, try to, maybe they thought they had a lot of options, or they thought that they were going to be okay, but they discovered maybe now or sometime in the near past that they were never able to find somebody quite like you, or they were never able to resonate to someone as much as they did with you. And a lot of times with the Seven of Cups here being in reverse, not only would that, represent them feeling like you are the only option or the only one for them, but it represents waking up to reality. And again, with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, almost feels like this is late awakening, something that came after the math, after like this whole death situation happened, and now they're stuck in a place where they did not intend it, or things, a place that they did not expect to happen to them. And so this is very straightforward and clear here. Let us clarify further. And you guys have here the Three of Swords. You have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups clarifying the Two of Cups. I don't know what's going on with these readings today, but all the clarifying cards are showing up or having cards the same as, the base here. So we have here the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So before we get into this, I will say we have here Pisces. We have water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have air. We have Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and yeah, possible fire. But for the most part, it's water, earth, air, sorry, water and air. Three of Swords, this makes me think of like this person may think about you, like I said earlier, a lot before they go to sleep. And Nine of Swords, Three of Swords, Seven of Cups. This makes me think of like, I feel like this person would be the type to think about you a lot before they go to sleep. And then maybe they go to sleep and they start having these dreams about you, or having these fantasies. And then I feel like they almost wake up to the reality. Like for a period of time while they're sleeping, they have these good dreams about you, or they see you in their dreams, they feel good. And then they wake up and they're hit with that reality again, therefore creating, a broken heart. And I feel like for the most part, they're trying to get over you. They're trying to heal this situation. But so far, I don't see that happening. I feel like it's only a matter of time that possibly this person would, reach a breaking point. They may try to reach out. They may try to get a hold of you. They may try to ignite some sort of communication. I'm not saying that this is something that's going to happen, but I do feel like this person is on the verge of I'm not going to say depressed or anything of that, but like a breaking point, because like they feel sadness towards you. The Two of Cups and the Two of Cups here showing up twice, and then clarifying the Hanged Man too. This person is not getting over the idea that you may be the one for them. So if it's not only of like the Two of Cups here alone is not reassurance that this person feels like you are a soulmate. Maybe they don't believe in a soulmate or soulmates in general, but now finding you, this is getting a bit confusing to them, and so they're starting to believe in that, because like the thought of you is not escaping their mind. So I honestly believe that this may be a mutual thing. Like whatever it is that you're feeling for them, they may be feeling for you. I strongly believe that you may be feeling this way about your person, because this is not one-sided. Even though I'm looking at your person and they may seem very cold-hearted and detached, but I feel like deep down they are hoping for some sort of reunion, igniting something with you, igniting some sort of communication. They miss you, but they're not showing that on the outside. So maybe deep down they're burning, but on the outside they seem very, detached. But there's a lot of curiosity revolving around you. This is so much. This is similar to group two in a way, but not really. But yeah, there are similar aspects in the reading. And with that being said, I will say here, Queen of Wands, I do believe that this person wouldn't is like hopes that you would not move forward, or a part of them may be hopeful that you haven't moved on. I do see a bit of not only attachment but jealousy over you, not wanting you to move forward, but also again due to circumstances, what they did, their possibly own actions, because I see here regrets, guilt, sadness, looking onto the past a lot, reminiscing possibly here, fantasizing about you. I do believe that whatever happened here, it feels very much out of your person's control, but either they reach a breaking point where they end up reaching out to you, or because for the most part, I feel like this is this realization that they've been hit with, they're taking it a bit hard. And I like the way that the King of Swords here is being represented as like the guy holding the sword as a wand. In a way, it's like he's doing a magic trick that is creating these butterflies in between these two. I'm getting a blank head. I don't know, two birds. Let's end this. Two birds, butterflies in between, creating that transformation that brings these two birds together. So I do believe that this person is seeking some sort of different outcome, and they're regretting whatever they did in the past. So let us know more about this. And I do have these, I don't know whether to call them charms or symbols, I don't know, but we'll see what we get here. Okay, so okay, so we have here double the Pisces. We have two Pisces in this reading. If I haven't already mentioned that, did I say that? Yeah, I believe I did say that. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh my God, you guys, look, we have here the heart chakra. This represents one's, like, this is very big on one's own actions. So I do believe that this person has done something in the past that they definitely regret and they're having a hard time dealing with or accepting at this moment in time. Whatever they did in the past, I feel like it's coming back at them, and they're experiencing or facing the consequences of these actions. Another thing with the heart chakra, this is all about the love, the compassion, their feelings towards you. And I feel like this is definitely something they're holding on to. And needless to say, you guys have here the Two of Cups showing up twice. I do believe that this person feels like you are the one for them, but they almost feel like they've missed their chance with you. That could be here with the three people. That could be talking about them feeling at the time that they had other options. Maybe they thought that they were going to be okay, so they mishandled some sort of situation, or there may have been some sort of interference. For some of you, this may be talking about a third party. They made the wrong choice that ended up in them losing you, feeling detached from you. But at the end of the day, I do believe that this person is trying to escape these thoughts, is trying to escape these feelings that they're in. They're trying to break free out of it, but I feel like it's still a work in progress. And then here you have the diamond. This also represents commitment. It represents purity. It represents marriage, devotion, as in this person is thinking about you and you alone. With the Seven of Cups, Two of Cups here, the Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords, there is no doubt that this person is committed, yet committed to you, devoted to you. They may have, started to believe that they lost almost here the love of their life, or even if things were not that serious between you two, they may start to feel that way towards you. But on the other hand, I don't know if this person knows that you feel the same way towards them, even though I'm looking at this reading and I do believe for a lot of you this may be the case. Like, you feel what they feel you feel the same way they feel towards you, but maybe due to their actions, maybe your actions in the past. Feel free to reverse the roles, you guys. If you created some sort of distance, if you created that sense of detachment, they may have sensed that from you, and so they played with that, so they created that distance, but that does not mean that they're okay with it. So on the outside, they may seem detached, they may seem cold-hearted, but beneath all of that, there's a lot of love still there, a lot of emotion, a lot of loyalty towards you, a lot of hope, a lot of attachment here. And then you have here the vibrator, so this person may be, either masturbating towards you, they think about you when they masturbate, so there's a lot of that sexual attraction towards you. That could be, like, I wouldn't be surprised honestly by how much this person is thinking about you. And then here with the ear, I feel like they may be hearing something about you, or maybe they may be hoping to hear something about you, or to hear from you soon, or to receive something from you, or like there's a lot of curiosity revolving around you. So if they haven't been hearing something about you, they may be hoping to hear from you because of how much they miss you, or they may be hoping for another chance. So I pre-shuffled some messages for you guys here. So let us see what this person would want to say to you. And you have, I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. You guys, I cannot be making this up. Like with the heart chakra here, talking about one's own actions, and then you have the regrets, the resentments, that may be signifying something that they have done in the past that they woke up to a bit too late. It was my fault, but I blamed you. So there you go. My family and upbringing are a bigger factor than I realized. So maybe this would be the type of person that maybe did not grow up with, love around them, or they do not believe in love, or they may have grown up not believing in soulmates or anything of that sort. And now that they've met you or experienced something with you, they At first they ignored that or they did not play along with that, but then in the aftermath they kind of realized a bit too late, or they were not maybe brought up to express their emotions, express their feelings, maybe like what they've envisioned or seen in their life made them the way they are today, and that may have in a way reflected onto you. But I feel like they woke up to that and they may be regretful when it comes to it. Next you have, I miss the feel of you next to me. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. So maybe not at the time, or they felt at the time that they were going to be okay, only to realize or to wake up to the reality that that was not the case, that, you know, their love for you may be growing each day. Next, you guys have, you still hold a piece of my heart. Yeah, I do truly believe that. And it showed up on top of the Two of Cups here in the Hanged Man. I have a lot of gratitude for you. So they may have, like, they may truly appreciate like your presence into their life because they woke up to something they haven't felt before. But at the same time, I feel like they may have lost that, or they may be experiencing a pain due to that. I get lost in daydreams about you. So there you go. That would be the Seven of Cups representing daydreams. And then you have the Nine of Swords here. This would be talking about a night dream. So maybe both. And then you have them masturbating to the thought of you. So yeah, a lot of thoughts present here. Next, you have, even though I don't show it, I am sorry for how things went between us. So there you go, that detachment, that, you know, a sense of being cold, be a feeling, making you feel maybe that they don't care, that they're not thinking about this. I feel like the reality is something completely opposite or different. I made the wrong choice. You cannot make this shit up, you guys. So I love that for you, group 3, or not. I don't know how you feel towards this, but I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. Let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this and it resonated with you, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this moving forward, you can always subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.